Part as reassurance, part as deterrent, today there has been a visibly increased security presence at transport hubs across Britain. From armed police outside Heathrow to armoured vehicles outside Manchester Airport. In Birmingham, police were also out in force. At the international train station at St Pancras in London, sniffer dogs have been deployed amid the chaos caused by the suspension of all trains to Brussels. And even at national rail hubs like Manchester Piccadilly, the authorities weren't taking any chances, with officers prominently positioned at the main entrance. It all came after an emergency COBRA meeting in Westminster this morning, chaired by the Prime Minister, who had this defiant message.
These were attacks in Belgium. They could just as well be attacks in Britain or in France or Germany or elsewhere in Europe. And we need to stand together against these appalling terrorists and make sure they can never win. I've also made sure that we've offered every support to the Belgian security and policing and intelligence forces at this time.
But the COBRA meeting didn't see any reason to raise the UK threat level from severe, meaning an attack is highly likely, to its highest level, critical, meaning an attack is imminent.
We have no intelligence to suggest there is any immediate threat, but as a precaution and for the purposes of reassurance, there has been a stepping up of the presence of police at major airports.
Events in Brussels are bound to prompt a review of security at Britain's airports. In many parts of the world, there are security checks before people go into the terminal. But security experts say that measure could create a target outside. Instead of changing the security perimeter at airports, the tactic has been more officers around terminals, high-profile reassurance policing. The question is, how long will that deter the so-called Islamic State, who've made it clear Britain is in its sights? Dan Rivers, News at 10, Heathrow.